Hello, everyone. Welcome to the third session of Youth for Sustainability Dialogues. Thank you for investing your time and joining us today. I am Ashima, and on behalf of our organizing partners, Connecting Dreams Foundation, Global Network for Sustainable Development, Kabitan, Masterpiece Foundation, Helping Hand International, I welcome you all to this session on Youth for Sustainability Dialogues, specifically focusing on SDG8. Thank you, Ketki, Semi, Amit, Art, Maria, Sapna, and Dhruv Panchal for joining us today on behalf of the core team. The Youth for Sustainability Dialogues has been launched by CDF to provide a platform for young people around the world to discuss their social impact projects, receive guidance from experts, and connect with peers from around the world. We believe that youth are the torchbearers of tomorrow's sustainable world we envision. And so we are putting the youth in the driver's seat, allowing them to engage in discussions to showcase their work in local communities. This platform we are organizing holds online session every 2 weeks discussing a particular set of SDGs. For today's session, the topic is Are traditional art forms a dependable source of livelihood? To set the stage first, let me provide you a brief outline about the session. Practicing arts handed down over generations is often not an economically viable option for artisans. New age materials, technology, cheaper rates are often drivers for the exodus. In absence of any organized activity in this sector and the products not being adequately remunerative, the likelihood of artisans taking up alternative livelihood options is large. They are moving from these traditional art forms to other livelihood options. So we are looking into what can we promote that support livelihood activities and creativity. How can we marry the twin goals of strengthening livelihoods and safeguarding the world's cultural heritage? Now, I would like to introduce our experts today. For today's discussion, we have with us Ms. Gopika and Ms. Gayathri, twin sisters from Live with Art, India. Gopika and Gayathri are third generation art lovers. Gopika being founder and head of product design, and Gayatri being the co-founder and head of marketing and sales, registered a firm called as Live with Art. It's a design, art, and craft company. Through their work, they promote other artists as well, especially rural artists, which also becomes a platform to showcase their work. Thank you, Gayatri and Gopika, for joining us today as experts. Okay.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you.
So let's start the session. Uh, we will hear first from our two teams, and after which we will have an expert session. If any one of you have any questions, then you are most welcome to either post their questions in the chat or on our Facebook Live. I would like to also remind you that at the end of the event, we have a quiz. The quiz will be focused on SDG8 and the content of the slides as well. So yeah, we'll have the quiz at the end of the session. Also, the winners of the last session are Asmita, Rani Yadav, and Aditi Dhakal. Uh, okay, so now let's begin with the session. Let's hear from our first team, Project Revayat, about their work and how were they able to achieve their objectives. Project Revayat, the floor is all yours.
Yeah. Good evening. So I'm Rohan and we have Tania. So we are here to present Project Revive from CDF and we're from Connecting Dreams Foundation, SRCC chapter.
गीत की धुन भूल गए हैं सब उस मिट्टी के गीत की कुम्हारों का गढ़ इसे कहते थे कभी शान से पर लग रहे हैं वही मंजर न जाने क्यों रेगिस्तान से याद है बचपन के वो दिन जब मिट्टी से एक अलग सा ही लगाव था मिट्टी के पहाड़ बनाना उसे फिर अपने हाथों से सजाना और फिर उसी मिट्टी की खुशबू से लुभावित हो जाना जहाँ एक तरफ हम उसी मिट्टी से खुशी पाते थे, वही मिट्टी आज एक बोझ सी बनकर रह गई है। पर आज भी उस मिट्टी की कीमत को जानता, पहचानता और आकार देता है एक कलाकार। यह कलाकार कुम्हार है। इन्हें मिट्टी से प्यार है। मिट्टी इनका रोजगार है और मिट्टी ही इनका संसार है। उत्तम नगर की कुम्हार कॉलोनी, जो पहले कुम्हारों का बसेरा था, आज वहाँ हवाओं का रुख कुछ बदल सा गया है। जिस कला से पहले वे कभी जाने जाते थे, उसी कला से वे आज 2 जून की रोटी भी नहीं जुटा पाते।
India, a country with rich historical backing, a land home to more than 1,000 different craft forms, is known for its beauty and diversity all across the world. So pottery, one of India's oldest art forms, has been reflecting in its culture and diversity since the past 20,000 years. Stellar craftsmanship and passion for the art have always been a mark of the potter's community. But once a lustrous and growing craft, today it is a mere means of hand-to-mouth existence. The people who shape the identity of the nation now struggle for identity themselves. With passage of time, so the earthen pots in our homes have been substituted with metal and glass ones. Kumhar colony in Uttamnagar, the largest hub of potters in India, home to more than 600 families, now lies in the shadow of its former glory. Now, the torchbearers of this tradition have now been reduced to mere faceless laborers.
To address this grave issue at its roots, we surveyed the reeds of Uttamnagar. Through our surveys, we realized that the potters earn only about rupees 5 to 10,000 per month, which is hardly enough to cover their costs. The highly exploitated middlemen who buy the products from the potters at alarmingly low rates, cutthroat competition, along with the outdated designs and emergence of cheaper alternatives like plastics, have made the potters one of the most vulnerable communities in the country. Rather than celebrating their fine skill and passing on this legacy to their next generation, they are being forced to give up their passion and shift to other occupations. Industrialization, mechanization, and cutthroat competition remain the major challenges that the potter community faces day in and day out. Can you imagine the plight of an artisan having to cycle a rickshaw for a living?
हमारी तो यही प्रॉब्लम है ज़्यादा कि जैसे जो माल बनाते हैं और वो हमारा डायरेक्ट नहीं जाता है, बीच में जो होते हैं बीच में बिचौलिए या समझ लो जैसे कि फिलहाल ग्रुप में, वही हमारा मार्जिन तो सारा वही खा जाते हैं। डायरेक्ट हमारे पास कुछ है नहीं।
मट्टी भी महंगी है भैया, बुरादा भी तेज है, महंगा आ रहा, माल भी सस्ता जा रहा। अब बता बोल करे तो करे का, यही काम है और का भाई हमारा।
1,000 घर है यहाँ पे, अब 1,000 घर बेरोजगार हो जाएंगे, बेरोजगार हो जाएंगे सारे।
आपको लगता है फिर आप अपने बच्चों को भी बोलोगे?
नहीं, बच्चों को नहीं, बच्चों को जब सिखाना, जब हमारे इस काम में प्रॉफिट हो या फिर हमें किसी में बचता दिखे, जब हमारा काम ही नहीं चलेगा तो हम क्यों बच्चों को इस काम में डालें?
मगर हमारा पड़ता फिर भी नहीं खाता, मगर ये लगा लो चल रहा है जैसे भी है, बच्चों का अपना पेट भर रहे हैं।
Thus, finally, to revive this dying and fading art form of terracotta pottery, we started Project Revayat. Revayat, the Indian word for tradition, is a symbol of hope and light in the face of millions of craftsmen across the length and breadth of the country. Born in the ancient lanes of Kumhar colony, Revayat was formally launched on 16th of November 2019 in the esteemed exhibition of Dastakar under the guidance of Shri Giriraj Prasad, a national awardee in the field of terracotta pottery.
As we started our project, we realized that the community suffered multiple challenges, outdated designs and lack of market access being the largest of them. To address the problem of outdated designs, in order to renew our designs and match with the taste and preferences of the modern customers, we have collaborated with professional designers. Mrs. Rekha Bajpayee, a renowned studio designer, and Mr. Amir Faraz, the founder of Concept Key, thus creating a product portfolio of more than 50 plus products ranging from cutlery to home decor.
So our next aim was to create a direct market linkage for the potters. Thus, understanding the importance of e-commerce, we listed our products on 15 plus online platforms such as Flipkart, Etsy, Direct Create, and so on. Our products are also displayed in 2 chains of Delhi NCR, namely CCDS and Kalakriti. In a very short span of 11 months, we've been to 25 exhibitions, including renowned ones at Dastakar, Garden Inn by Hilton. Now, knowing very well the love and respect for Indian crafts worldwide, we established our presence in the United Kingdom, partnering with Made with Love in India, an organization promoting Indian handicrafts abroad.
We had started with just one potter on board. Today, we have 9 potters dwelling from 3 different states, which is Alwar and Andwadi in Rajasthan, Palwal in Haryana, and Kumhar Colony in Delhi. The cultural hubs, which were once on the verge of becoming museums of lost art, have now started regaining their lost charm. And the craftsmen who had given up all hope on their tradition have once again rekindled the hope within themselves. In future, we aim to expand our family of potters by creating a self-help group for all of them under one umbrella.
So today, Rivayat has been successful in increasing the potter's revenue by more than 104% and in impacting the lives of more than 700 plus people, thus ensuring that one of India's finest legacies is passed on to the next generation. Our endeavors fall under the purview of SDG 1, 3, 8, 10, 11, and 12 and aim to bring about a change in the financial condition of these potters.
Like most businesses across the globe, the potters too had been hit hard by the lockdown. Due to the closure of traditional bazaars and exhibitions, the potters were losing work and exhausting all their savings. Amid this crisis, we invested in social media marketing in terms of online campaigns and paid promotions. We gave our potters pre orders from customers pan India in order to ensure that they continue practicing the art by providing them with a constant flow of income, even in such times of difficulty.
Now, to widen our online presence beyond e-commerce sites, we launched our very own social media handles on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, having a cumulative of 9,500 plus followers, and are under the process of launching our very own e-commerce site. We've collaborated with various online platforms like House of Mewar, Concept Key, along with various social media influencers to increase the reach of our project. Our efforts were also recognized by India's leading newspaper, Hindustan Times, and India's top radio channel, 104.8 Isht FM.
As Rivayat strived to revive, rediscover, and re establish the art form, it was acclaimed as one of the best entrepreneurial initiatives at various prestigious institutions such as IIM Bangalore, IIT Roorkee, and C2P Social Challenge organized by Enactus SRCC.
Now, continuing our rapid strides, we now endeavor to stabilize demand and echo the hard work of the potters throughout the country by connecting them with retail shops pan India and also commencing a distribution model. With an aim to expand our ambit and create much larger impact, we shall also incorporate one more dying art form under our umbrella, black pottery.
An idea that was conceived in the narrow lanes of Uttamnagar with just one potter has now grown to 9 potters with operations in 3 states, presence in 12 outlets, 25 exhibitions, 15 online sites impacting more than 700 lives and increasing the potter's revenue by 104%, thus eventually rekindling hope and light in the life of potters and reviving the lost ethnicity.
Under Rivayat, we have ventured in the expanse of diversity, culture, and heritage and are dedicated to
Reviving the livelihood
re-establishing the culture.
and rediscovering pottery.
So this is Rivayat, reviving the ethnicity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Team Rivayat, for highlighting the issue so well and sharing your experiencing and your project with us. Now we have with us our second team from Helping Hand International. The stage is all yours. Please go ahead and share your presentation with us.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Irine Tessa Koeswandini and I'm representing from the Happy International Indonesia. But previously, I have some project in Indonesia and we call it Pura Art. Okay.
Shall I share the presentation for you?
Yes, thank you. Yes, there's our icon as a Sakura Art Ambassador. There are 3 people representing, and this is adopt from our legenda in our province especially. So actually this project and this business based on Indonesia, especially in Lampung province. Yeah, next. Yeah, our slogan or our motto, we do not sell, but we empower. Okay, next. Okay, Sakura art actually is a combination of the collaboration of the tapis. Tapis is our traditional fabric in here. Tapis craftsman's community and also the creative community, which is the youth community in here. Okay, next. Okay, next. Okay, yes. Problems, actually why we create this project or problem we face it. Actually first, we saw in the reality so many creditors and so many distributors in here monopolize the craftsmen, traditional craftsmen, especially in our province. So we try to make a movement to give the better life with our project. And second is fashion design and project. Yeah, people say like when you wear something traditional, you look very old and you are not modern or something. And we try to change the stigma of that. So we made a modern design of the and we try to improve the traditional fabric here. And the third is lack of market, of course, because before they couldn't go to school, they don't have access to go to school and learn about design. So yeah, it's hard for them to make a good design. So lack of market and lack of financial supporting also. Okay, next. Yes, this is our collaboration. So we try to always up to date and making better our product. So we try to develop our product day by day, and from the product design and also the materials and also from the brand image, because actually the original tapis actually made by gold yarn, but gold yarn is very expensive and we need to export from India, and it will be make extra cost when we need to export it. So we try to make we choose other materials like the wool or something, so we can combine it and we can make it very very colorful, and it will be easier for us to wear it, because it will be modern and colorful, especially for the youth. Okay, next. Yes, this is our sales strategy. We make social media promotion also in our Instagram, in our YouTube, in our platform, also like a website or something, because for promotion, we also make videos and we make a film also, because we know people, I think people more engagement or more interesting when they saw the video or the film in the YouTube. So we try to make a social media promotion with our product. And we also make a collaboration with hotel, resort, and tourism object, because so many tourists in Indonesia, and if they come to Indonesia and they always said like, okay, I want to search for souvenir, traditional souvenir here. So we try to make a collaboration with hotel and resort and also tourism object. And we have collaboration, of course, with the local governments to promote our product. And we have a joint venture with the gallery and store, so we can sell our product daily. Next. Yes, for the human resource, we hope because this project, we can open the new business opportunity, especially for the craftsmen, traditional craftsmen in here, and make a new market for them to marketing their product. And we always improve our technique, our style, our model without changing the traditional identity, which is established. And we always create a new craftsman generation and cultural conservation in here. And yes, of course, we want to empower Native women in here because yeah, they couldn't go to school and they can funding even for their family and also the youth. And so yeah, we hope it can be the legacy of them with our culture village that we made in their village now. And we want to empower the youth community also with our community. Okay, next. Yes, this is our vision and mission. Our vision is developing potential and creativity for the community, especially for the youth regarding social, culture, and creative content. And also our mission is making various platforms and activities that can support the craftsman skill to create creative economic opportunities. Okay, and this is our business project. It's okay if there is a, okay, yes. Yes, from the tapestry craftsmen, we sometimes we send or we are collaborating with, okay. Yeah, we're collaborating with our communities, which is a youth communities in here. We have around 60 members in our community, and they responsible is to, you know, like promoting our product, and they make some platform for us, so it will be easy for us to marketing our product and so on. Because yeah, youth, especially Gen Z, they know how to promote and how to make brand to be the viral in social media and so on. They know about the trend and so on. And from that, it will be born the creative collaboration, of course, the creative product. And after that, we will make a promotion and sales, which is we have collaboration in several fields and also in several stakeholder in here also. And yeah, we hope from our project we can developing the economic and independent entrepreneurship, yeah, which is the housewives in here. Okay, next. Yes, these are our photos in empowering housewives. We call them mentor. Yeah, one of them is me and my friends, which is a professional designer also, and teach them to make and improve their product. Okay, next. Yes, these are photos of the wife house in there. Housewife present there. Okay, next. Yes. And in local area, we have several projects and several events also. One of our local event, this is one of our local event, we created a culture village there. We engage with the governments and private companies in here in Indonesia, and especially in Lampung, to fund the village of the craftsmen and fund all their business. So all of the activities of their business will funding from the government also, and also the bank in here. Okay, next. Yeah, this is the picture or side of our village, traditional village in there. Next. Yes, and this is our coming soon project actually. This is one of our coming soon film project. We choose icon from them as a craftsman, and yeah, we are very open with people if you want to collaborate with me, because we are very open with artists from whatever your nationality or something. Yeah, you can collaborating with us, because we need creative people in our team actually. Okay, next. Yes. Okay, and these are some of our products taken in Textile Museum in Netherlands installation. We collaborating with them, and also we got opportunities to make a national symbol in Central Station Metro Hall, Netherlands. Yeah, we export our product there, and they make like a wall drawing, and they taken and moved to Textile Museum in Netherlands. Okay, next. Yes, this is the process. So the craftsmen will make a motif and the design, and after that we export our motif and our design to the Netherlands, and they will draw it and I don't know, sculpting or something in the wall. Okay, next. Yes, this is the before look about the station central in Amsterdam, Halders 1 and 11. Okay, next. Yes, and ta-da! This is the after look after we already done with our national symbol, it and Tucson, and they draw our national motif in there. So all the people, when you come to Netherlands, you can sell our traditional motif on there. Okay, next. Yes, this is the grand opening of the station. So yeah, from this moment, we can show to the world, because we can empower the women. We can, because women can empowering the world also with their creation, with their work, and the world can see that. Next. Okay, and this is the newest achievement that I got from my government and from Ministry of Industrial. I got award as a newcomer designer from Indonesia. Actually, I just concerned on this field just this year because of during this Corona, because I don't have any idea to kill my boredom, so I tried to make a design or something, and I got the award. Next. Yes, and for our product usually take the concept of the regional story or legend, especially those in our area. We have so many legend actually in our story in our area, so we try to make it and adopt it to be the visualization of the fashion, and we try to make it modern, so all the people, especially youth, can using it even in your daily life. Okay, next. Yes, this is one of two of our legenda, and actually the black one is my photos, adopted from local legenda in here. Okay, next. Yes, and also on special occasion, we also use leftover clothes to be reused to clothes, and these are some of them because we wear and we realize about the sustainability fashion also related to SDGs also, and we think we can using it, so why not? Okay, next. These are some of them also. We can make a gown, we can make a shirt also from the leftover clothes actually. Okay, next. Yes, this is for the financial overview. You can read it for the detail, but for the average, we sold around 50 pieces for around 4,200 US$ in 1 month, but we need to manage it to be to buy material or something, and pay for the designer and the yarn and body or something. Okay, next. Yes, this is for the expense, and for the revenue, we got the revenue from several fields like exhibition, festival, and retail, online, export, corporate, gifting, bulk demand. So you can know, so is it prospective or not? It depends on you. Okay. Next. Yeah, and those are our some products we create for the men wear. We have a t-shirt, top, shirt, pants, jacket, cardigan, cap, and mask. Next. This is for the woman wear. We have a top, gown, a bag, mask, hijab, fabrics, and shawl also. Next. Yeah, is for the example for the gown, when we try to make it for the gown. Yeah, we try to implement the other materials, like we using a wool, because I told before, the gold yarn is very expensive and we need to export it. Next. Yes, and this is the one of our biggest event. Last year we got opportunities and we got invitation for our embassy in South Africa. So we sent one of our craftsmen to go to there and have like a festival and fashion show on there. Next. Oh yeah, and because of their festival fashion show, now we got opportunity also from our government to open our gallery in South Africa and in the several countries like Paris, US, and also in Dubai. Okay, next. Yes, and several times we also trying to supporting our youth, especially for people who want to have a competition in the national or international level. And this picture with Elfan, she's Miss International, and yeah, which is this from our province, from Lampung province. And actually the black one is my picture with my photos when I representing my province also to go to the Miss Earth Indonesia 2019 last year. Okay, next. Yes, and this is our communities. We have so many youth, creative youth in here, and yeah, still counting after, still under until now, because yeah, they have several organization or several activities also. So we need to expand, or we need to make some collaboration also with other creative youth, especially in our province. Okay, next. Yes, in this one, our future plans, the first is opening a new cultural village, and we want to improving the quality of the communities for the craftsmen and also the youths. And we want to we have the cooperation with the governments and other stakeholders, of course, and make product and marketing and make an innovation of that, and looking for sure funding for crafts capital and increasing collaboration. So yeah, we are very open for all the people around the world to make a collaboration with us. Okay, next. Yes. So maybe the last quote from me, we couldn't change whole the world, but when we try to think globally but act locally, yeah, believe in me, little step can make it a big impact to our society. Thank you. And the next, I have some videos about our product profile. Yeah, and from that we adopt again some stories or legenda from our province, from our area. So we try to adopt the legenda or story in our province to make it project. Yes, this one. Okay, I'm so sorry because maybe there is something disruption with our videos. It's okay, maybe about Zoom setting or something. Yes, this is the end of my presentation. So yeah, if you want to have a collaboration with us, we will be very open with other collaboration for the people around the world or something. And if you want to know more about our project and our business, you can catch up to me with my social media in Instagram, LinkedIn, or maybe in my WhatsApp number. It's okay. Thank you so much for the time. Thank you.
Thank you, Irene, for your describing your project and for sharing your insights and your strategies and your business processes. Thank you very much, Irene. Now we move to the next part of our session, and let's now hear from our experts, Ms. Gopika and Gayathri. Gopika and Gayathri, can you tell us, both of you, can you tell us about your work, your projects, and share your insights with us?
Yeah, I would like to begin. I would like to thank Sibi for inviting us for this wonderful event. I'm really glad to see the projects by the youth. We have been associated with a lot of projects in which we have tried to give support to our local artists. Okay, so whenever we do, to take few, we have coming up with two projects of Kerala government where we are gonna collaborate with local terracotta artists, because it's a project where we're gonna have sculptures in terracotta. So we have been in a long process of identifying artisans, especially from rural areas, and who have who don't have a platform to exhibit. So we have been in search of that. So coming to know about the first project, we would be really interested to go ahead and to know more about how we can help or give them a platform. For the as I remember, there were 9 entrepreneurs which the project could bring in. So we will be looking for that. About our achievement, we've been into art for more than 30 years, I would say. Don't imagine that we are too old. I would say we both started art at the age of 3 years. So we've been into art since long. We've been evolving as an artist, and we were really lucky to have collaborated with a lot of artisans. Since I am in Mumbai, and my sister is in Cochin, so we have a lot of collaboration with artists, and especially for Kerala Lalitakala Academy. We were fortunate enough to be invited to exhibit in one of the exhibitions which was happening in Cochin. And another thing to our credit would be we have been we would say we inherited the talent from my mother. So we have done several exhibitions in Cochin, Kerala, and in Mumbai we have done 3 exhibitions, and we were also selected as one among 44 Indians to represent in a survival art fest in Naples, Italy. So to talk about the achievement, we would be saying all that, but apart from that, we would say that we have always tried to bring women artisans, because we have seen that in if you see about the sculptors, most of them are men. So we as a team, we first prioritize women artists. So we have a lot of women sculptors, craftsmen, who are into traditional art forms associated with us. Gayatri, you want to add on to something to this?
Yeah, I would just like to congratulate in the beginning for the 2 projects. It's very interesting, and it's very much relatable to us, because we also have been with the same motive of supporting people who are really artists, because artists have a problem of they are skilled but they don't know how to market it. So it's a beautiful initiative by both the teams, putting it into an international platform so that they get recognized. And so we started this Live With Art 2 years back, and the journey has been really beautiful so far. And now we are gonna come up with an e-commerce site to sell paintings of the artists And we are also specifically looking out for original art rather than, art which is copied, because we see these days a lot of arts, replicas of Mastro's works. And so we wish to give a platform for a lot of artists, to sell their products. And so, in a way, we all are connected. Then, rightly said by Gopika, we would be really excited to connect to both the teams because, we are also associated with other team with this similar thought process. We can work out some way or the other. And talk about two projects discussed. So let me take to the first one. So I would like to know a little more about, because you are dealing with pottery, right? Which is very fragile, correct? So how do you handle the packaging? That is something which I would like to know, because I understand you now promoting through e-commerce sites. So how do you ensure that the quality is maintained? It's very fragile. So that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, so we've actually tested a lot of packaging, and initially we did have a certain amount of breakage. So what we did was we use it kind of a 3-layer packaging, where we first cover the product with newspaper, and to ensure that it becomes kind of bouncy with the newspaper itself, and then a layer of bubble wrap goes on it. Then finally that paper is put in a 5-ply box or a 7-ply carton, and we ensure that the product does not move inside the carton, either by crushed newspaper balls, or hay is also very good for that. So the main thing is to ensure that it doesn't move. I mean, if it doesn't move, it can't break.
So
and this will be, yeah.
So you have a separate packaging team who would be supporting the artisans. How is it like?
Don't have a separate packaging team. We manage the logistics and everything ourselves, but we have employed one person to just do the packaging and everything.
Okay. And it's really interesting because to see like, you came up with a black pottery theme, and it's really interesting to see because as we are also artists, so seeing these really fascinates us. And to the second team, Secura Art, right? Yeah. So Irene, I would, I'm really, what to say, happy, or the way you have presented both the teams to specifically talk about, but the vision and the mission, of both the teams actually too. It's really exciting, and I would like to know like the designs. I understand that you have a team who work with the designs, and you hand over to the artisans, and they would work on it, right? That's when you have a team who would teach them, correct? Correct?
Yes, correct. Actually, we have our professional designer, and one of the mentor is me also. The professional designer, he came to the design school, so he know about how to design well. And also we try to always up to date with upgrade our model. So sometimes we have the communication, and we try to make the youth community, so they can maybe like give the suggestion, or they can give the research what the trend in our market or something, so we can improve our product packaging.
Great. I loved both the teams' concept, because maintaining the tradition and bringing in innovation, that has to be the mantra. I've seen the traditional pottery to changed into, a lantern and everything, which is exciting, and which would actually, would be a sought out product similarly with the kind of costumes that you have designed. So really hats off to both the team for coming up with these different thought process, maintaining the traditional, the system or the method of making. It's really interesting. And I would like to know, like, because this is something which most of the people, because we both are entrepreneurs. So because I understand you people, and in your, Securat, it's actually started by 3 people. That's what you said, no? 3 ladies, yeah? And the other team at 9 members. So how was this? How did that spark start? I would like to know from both the teams. Where did it spark? See, for an entrepreneur to start off something, there'll be a spark. That's what I believe in. So when and how did the spark start? I hope my question is clear. Yeah.
You asked me about how to start.
No, my question is, what was the moment, or what was the thought process in starting off such a a journey, I would say, to help the artisans? What made you think I should do something like this? That's what I wanted to know from both the teams.
Yes, because we saw, yeah, actually in their village, actually in traditional village on there in Negeri Katon, actually, most of them is craftsmen, but they don't have idea how to developing their product or so on. They just sell it into the market only. Just it. Sometimes in 1 month they didn't get any salary or something, and from that, yeah, before I got some research actually, yeah. Because I'm very focused on environment, and sometimes I go to the society and have a research or something, and I met them, and they telling me about their problem of life or something, and we think like, okay, maybe we need to have some movement on there, and yeah, because most of them is already old and yeah, above the 50 or something, and they don't know how to organize or using a social media or something. So we try to engage with youth collaboration youth in here, and I call some of my friends, and yeah, actually for the from the beginning they said like, oh no, this is very old, and I don't have a passion on that, and yeah, I think I don't want to join with your program or something, but we try to make them believe with our prospect in the future, and we try to make make sure for them, because yeah, we don't work for the old design or something, but we want to make some movement, and we want to make some design, a new design for them. So I try to make sure with them, and yeah, and after that, day by day, they start to know about our intention, and they support me. Yeah, actually, so many problems that we're facing, because yeah, lack of fund, supporting financial or something. But we, as a youth, we try to make a proposal, and we try to open the account in a bank, so the bank can funding or give the loan or something with a very less rate, so they can save their money on there, and they can make it as capital of their product, actually, so developing their product.
Yeah. So Rohan and Tania, maybe you can also say what sparked, because even I have a story to talk about how we started off. So I would like to hear from you people also.
So basically how it started was we were researching for various projects, and we decided that we wanted to, venture into the art and craft sector. So while looking for various arts and crafts, we were not sure that we would start with pottery just at the start. So we came across this place called Uttam Nagar. It's in Delhi. So there are around 600 potter families there, and they make these beautiful products. And like as we mentioned in the video as well, they're earning very less amount. They earn like only 5 to 10,000 a month, which is not really fair to them and their art. So we decided that we really wanted to help them. So that's how we started with it. We started researching more about pottery, and as we started with the first exhibition, there were various issues that occurred, but then we started expanding to other areas as well. We wanted to target, we actually wanted to involve people who were in the inlands and the villages. That's where the real talent lies, right? So yeah, so that's what we went with. And about black pottery, there's this thing that stuck us uh, a lot. There's this potter who's actually a national award winner, Sohitji. So being a national award winner, his demand declined so much that he actually went on to Mumbai, and he started selling street food. So that's how you realize that the art is declining and you want to work for it.
That's a beautiful story, and yeah, we can relate, because no, we see, one of our aim is like to identify the artists who don't have a platform. So it's I really love the concept. Yeah, great.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, just to have a few minutes to talk about our journey, how we started off, because we both have a different background. We before starting off live with art, I was working as an HR and she was working as a network admin in Dubai. Then we had our breaks. So we wanted to start because art was there from the beginning. So we had been making paintings and jewelry all in another Facebook page called Miraki. So it was, so people started appreciating. Then they started asking, why don't we take it absolutely seriously? So then these thought process came in, and Gopika went to Mumbai, and there the life changed, so to see how we can connect a lot of people, because art generally appreciated by people, but to sell art is very difficult. So we as an artist had faced this problem. So we wanted to help, the real talent to come to the front end. So this is something very interesting. Both the teams, we all share the same thought process and the goal, and all the best for all of us in uplifting others. And it's great to hear from both of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Gopika and Gayathri, for having this invigorating discussion and also sharing your experience with us. Okay, so now we move on to our question and answer session. Most of the questions are done by Gopika and Gayathri, and thank you for that once again. So one of the questions is from Gusha Victor. Grusha Victor, if you're there, you can ask your question, or I can go ahead with it. Grusha, would you like to ask it? Okay, I'll ask it. So their question is for the Riwayat team. They're asking that, is Riwayat a social enterprise, and what is the model and type of business?
Yeah. So like initially we were trying to launch a model where artisans train under other artisans directly. But there what problem we faced was that there was a lack of trust on part of the artisans, because these artisans have been, I mean, they've been facing exploitation since the last 30, 40 years. They don't automatically generate trust with outsiders who say that they want to help them. So for now, what we started with was as a commission-based model, where we are taking them as a market, like where we are teaching them marketing, and we are involving them in the processes of the business, so that gradually, when we develop that trust, we can hand it over to them to create a enterprise that is completely handled by either the artisans or their family members, who can then handle, like for example, an artisan's maybe relative can handle the logistics part, while the artisan themselves, who has the skill to like make the products, he can do that. So each one can actually handle something, and it can create an enterprise that is like completely organized and managed by the artisan community in the country.
Okay. Thank you, Rohan. Now we have with us Sarthak, who wants to ask a question. Sarthak, are you there, and can you ask your question? Sarthak, are you there? Okay. He is not there, and I don't have his question as of now, but if I get it, I'll ask.
So I can do that for Sarthak because he privately pinged me. So Sarthak is a school student and was interested to kind of join the Project Revive because he also happens to stay in Uttam Nagar. I don't know if Sarthak is around, but that was the question. Yeah, I can see him. I'm just asking him to unmute himself. Just 1 second. Sarthak, can you unmute yourself and ask the question? Okay, so any which ways, Project Revive, I think you guys can kind of handle the question and ask, guide him if he wants to join your project. How does he do that?
We can actually attach one of our numbers or the email ID through which he can connect with us. So yeah, we can
Yeah,
connect.
and we can discuss. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Team Riwayat. One of my questions is that for Irene, that what do you think is the major challenge or hurdle you faced while implementing this model?
The major challenge that I faced.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, the major challenge they our facing is how to maintaining it, because yeah, how to make awareness to the people, native people in here, and especially for the youth, so they want to aware about our traditional art or something, because actually we to focus to so in the globally, like okay, maybe for several brands, international brands, or very popular brands like a Bursary, and then like what is else, I guess, or Louis Vuitton or something. People say it like you will be cool when you wearing that, but when you come or when you visit, like when you have a trip or as a tourist, sometimes you will try to find something authentic or traditional on there. So actually, we facing that. We know that sometimes the tourists or foreign people more interesting and more appreciate our product, and it's very sad because the young people in here, especially in Indonesia, they don't have awareness enough to get to know more about our product or something. But yeah, from that we know there is our challenge, so we try to make it better day by day. We have some research, we search also in we try to make some research and also in social media and so on, so we can know more about the trend, and also how to make it something that will be effective with them. And yeah, especially for the maintaining, because yeah, less of human resource actually in here, because yeah, most of our craftsmen is very old lady in here.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Irene, for that. Thank you very much. Gopika and Gayatri, one question from my side, that while transitioning from your mainstream jobs in HR and IT and to starting your own venture, I mean, being this platform is for youth. So, I mean, we are all, I think, somewhere or the other face this issue and this dilemma that is this shifting or transitioning right? So we would like to hear from you as to how was it for you and your challenges or anything, your thoughts which came to your mind on that.
Gopika, would you like to answer or should I? Okay, maybe I'll take this. Yes, because having a salary job and taking up an entrepreneurship is not an easy decision to say. But there've been a lot of advantages in the front, like because we had taken something which we love to do, and we have been doing from years. So taking up this as a mainstream profession was easy in that way. But yes, there were objections from the family because. Coming from a background wherein my husband is a banker, and even Gopika's husband is working with the telecom, so they were a little hesitant initially. But when we, talked about the way both teams presented, we also had a clear plan how to go about in future, and then they were very supportive, obviously. So, and we never had a doubt to be an entrepreneur because we had clear thought process, because we as an artist had gone a lot of difficulties to sell it or to reach to the right audience. So now what we do is we are associated with architects and interior designers so that we get to have a continuous connect. And we also associate with, we also are part of a lot of associations like BNI, there's we are also part of an NGO called Prayana, and they also have a e-commerce site to sell the products. And so we all actually, to say, like, we have been guided to the right path because when our vision and mission is clear, and if you have the willingness to go forward, nothing can stop you. So that that's what our story is till now. And I believe for both the teams, the thought process, or the noble thought of supporting others, givers always gain. That's what I feel.
Yeah. Thank you, Gayatri, for that. Thank you for sharing your side of the story. With this, we are at the end of this lovely session we had today. Uh, Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, Gayatri and Gopika, for being as the experts. Thank you to the two teams, and thank you to our all organizing partners. If any one of you have any questions, you can connect with us on Facebook at the Connecting Dreams Foundation. We'll be having our next session on November 27. We'll be sharing the details again on our all the channels. Thank you, everyone. See you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.